Welcome to our first wild camp of 2021. And when I say wild camp, I use the term loosely because we're not exactly wild, and I think what we're doing is only just borderline camping. But we've set the Yaran 3 tent up in the kitchen. Beth has decided to decorate our bedroom today, which is long overdue, and she's doing a fantastic job, but it's not ready and not everything back in there. So she's sleeping on settee, and I said I was going to set tent up in kitchen, since we sadly don't have any outdoor space that I can pitch it. Oliver decided he wanted to stay in with me, so we could be absolutely anywhere tonight. We are in as Yaran, we're using as Trekology mats, we've got as camping pillars, we're in as sleeping bags, we've got as lighting, there's Oliver, say hello.
Hi.
We've got as Nebo Lumo light, we've got as drinking bottles, exactly as if we were actually out in wild and camping. It's going to be quite warm, unlike anyone else camping anywhere in the UK today. There's absolutely no wind. There's zero chance of rain or snow. If all, I think we're going to boil because it's pretty warm already. I think we're going to have to leave the door open this evening. We might not even need a sleeping bag, but we'll see. Oliver quite excited. He's ready. He's already tucked in, bless him. So yeah, one interesting point. We pitched the Yaran as the outer first, which apparently you can't do. But with the structure of the poles, the H-frame construction of the poles, and when we put it up earlier, we pitched it exactly as the instructions said. So we did the corners first, then we did the H-frame, and then when I come to put the outer on, the outer just goes into the exact same H-frame that the inner does, at the exact same point. So there's absolutely no reason why this tent cannot pitch outer first. And interestingly, I've not found any information when I bought it online telling me that was the case. I'm gonna, once the snow's gone, it's a bit warm, I'm gonna take it outside and I'm gonna do a video on pitching this tent outer first, actually in space where I can peg it in, and literally the second you take it out of the bag, within, I reckon within a minute, you've got a waterproof shelter that you can take all your gear in, the inner in, and then finish the pitch from inside the shelter. But I'm going to prove it on a future video. And if that increases the Alp kit sales, then they can start marketing it as an outer pitch first tent, and they can give me a load of free gear, or they can pay me some money. But I'm confident I can pitch this tent properly outside, outer first, which is probably the most interesting thing that I've discovered this evening. Oliver's in his sleeping pod. I've got my new Soul Out sleeping bag, although I can't see me using it because I'm already absolutely boiling in here. I'm going to leave the door open for some ventilation, but well, I don't know. I mean, I might end up having to open the actual door to the outside to let some air in, because man, is it hot. So yeah, so you know, out of necessity, we've turned this into a bit of a fun night. Should be quite a fun camp. We've got a bit of juice, and we're not too far if we need to travel and get some snacks. But it has gone 11. I think we are both quite tired, so I think we're going to get us heads down, and we'll talk to you in the morning unless any major events happen during night, which I wouldn't imagine they will, but You just never know. See you in the morning. Morning. It's about 5:30. Decent night's sleep. I think the biggest problem I had with it, it's been too warm. Been trying my new Soul Out sleeping bag and it was too hot, so I've had to like kind of sleep in and out of it. Out of it totally were a bit too cold, so I've not had best of night's sleep, but it's been decent. I mean the trichology mat even on this rock hard kitchen floor's been completely fine. Just had a bit of a slippery pillow. Oliver, bless him, slept completely fine. And still sleep. So I'm gonna try for another hour and a half sleep, and probably get up hopefully about 7ish, half 7. That'll have been a decent night's sleep. The Jaren 3's held up to weather really well. So I'll talk to you soon. Good morning, and welcome to the morning after the first night. We've had a quite reasonable sleep. I've just said good morning to Oliver. Morning, Oliver. Morning, Oliver. Morning. Ella didn't sleep in here with us. It was probably a good job because it was a bit too warm. Me and Oliver just literally boiled all night. We've even had the door open. But it didn't help. We were just a bit too warm. Nice and comfy though. The mattresses are fine, and everything considered, you know, a reasonable sleep. Just gonna cook some breakfast up now. Eat that in tent, I think, and probably cook some sausages as though we were actually camping. Eat that in tent, and then eat that in tent and get packed up. Obviously, we still need to adhere to leave no trace rules, otherwise Beth will go crazy. After having a kitchen turned into a camping site, but we got sleep. We've had reasonable fun. I said just not ideal actually sleeping inside, but beggars can't be choosers. We didn't have a bed, and we don't have a garden, so we didn't have a choice at this moment in time. Yeah, everything's gone well. Desperate to get on camera, Ella is, bless her. Sorry if the video quality is not very good. I think it's primarily because the light's not very good, but the Jaren does quite a good job of keeping light out, so we've really only got the Lumo to provide light at the moment, which is it'll be completely adequate once we're out there. But I would imagine at this time of the morning it'll still be pitch black inside the tent, because there's not a lot of natural light at the moment because we're still quite early. So I'm going to cook some sausages up, and then I will say goodbye and my final thoughts just before I end the video. Not exactly a traditional camping stove, but cooking's going quite well. Nearly there with sausages for us all. I'll finish these off and then we'll do us a little wrap up. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. We're cooking now. here we are for the final bit of today's video. You can see sun coming through Jarran now. That's through skylight windows we've got in the kitchen. Really, really sunny day outside. We've had a good camp. It's been fun. Probably on it people in the entirety of UK who couldn't say this if anyone camped last night, but it was far too warm, which is quite ridiculous. But we've enjoyed it. You know, it's been nice getting all kit out, using everything. The Trekology mat is seriously comfortable. I can't. I just wish it weren't quite as slidey, but I guess you can't have everything. It's quite a fidgety sleeper. I did slide about a bit when I was moving. But I mean, I'll trade that off every day a week for comfort. I've never slept on a mat anywhere near as comfortable as this one. So I'm happy with that. As I say, other than waking up a few times, we've been really warm. Well, warm's not a word. We like literally roasting. Slept quite well, which is quite new to me when camping, because I usually don't sleep all too well. Oliver's just tucking into his sausages. I think we'll be able to. I mean, even camping, we can't possibly leave iPad behind. Although on wild camps, when we're going far away, we will. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I understand it's not been the best wild camping video, or obviously we've not been anywhere exciting. But thank you. The likes and subscribers that I've had recently is phenomenal. I'd love to provide you with some more genuine content, but we're locked down and everything else that's happening, we can't at the moment. So I'm just keeping videos coming, and all the best. Stay safe. Thanks for watching.